Hi everyone, we are Muslim India community. So we have Faima from Tamil Nadu. Faima, can you introduce yourself?
Hello, hello. I'm Sarima from Tamil Nadu. So
Okay, so you all know about this campaign, right? The India uses Firefox Nightly, and this campaign is basically for to increase the Firefox Nightly users in India. This is the experimenting campaign, and which is going to be held first time in India and as well as in the world. So for this campaign, we are going to speak you few points about the campaign, how we will run this campaign, how we will help this campaign, and and I will just basically talk about the community things, and then Faima talk about the some uh, technical stuffs like how to file bug, and then how to trace the bug, how to set how how you can create the Firefox profile, fresh profile for testing, and then there is nightly tools, and those are the thing Faima will talk, and then we will have live question section where you can ask the question in the live question section in the just one second, there is some issues in the live question section. You can give us the question where we can answer your question. So thank you for joining us, and this video will be recorded so you can check it later also, no problem. Okay, let's start. So this campaign is India uses Firefox nightly, as I told already, and we have one simply hashtag IN uses FX nightly. So this is our main hashtag to track the social media things. And then here is our logo. So this will be the main logo for this campaign, and we will going to have those stickers and T-shirt on this logo. So next thing is, what is FX Nightly? I mean the Firefox Nightly, the most awesome Firefox browser with lot of amazing feature but less stability. Yes, this is less stability. Maybe like you are just surfing internet and like for some time it was like crashed. It sometime happened. So that's why this is less stability. Also a lot of experiments enabled because Firefox is a full good features, but all are not yet enabled in the release. So we are doing experiments on Firefox nightly, and then if we think it's good, it's useful, then only we will use it in the, and when it is in stable position, then only we will add those in the Firefox nightly, sorry, Firefox release. There is also crash reports and the telemetry collected. You may know about the telemetry. If you don't know, then I can tell you uh, a brief idea of telemetry. Telemetry is basically like the user statistics, or it's a feature of Firefox that sends Mozilla users the performance, responsiveness statistics about the user interface features, memory, and the hardware configuration. So your IP address is also collected as a part of the standard weblog. So after getting those telemetry, it will be available for the Mozilla's employee and the public contributors, so that we will collect those information and we will check whether it is to improve the uh, the Firefox Nightly. So this information will be used for improvement of Firefox Nightly, and this feature is by default enabled in Nightly Developer Edition and the beta builds, but this is not by default enabled in the release browser. So that's it. And then it get updated daily. So that is the main thing. So every day you can find some new features, you can use it. That's why it's awesome, and we will use it definitely. And next thing is, who are our Nightly user? You can see here the Windows people. I mean the people who are using the Windows, like it's 89%, and Linux 6%, then Mac 5%. India is fourth in the user base. You can see here the statistics, where United States is 16.6, 9.5 is Germany, Russia 5.8, India 5.4, then Indonesia 5.0. And sadly no Indian languages are in the top 5. Yes, like no Indian language, that means the local language like Hindi, Marathi, Tamil, Bengali, those are not in the top 5. Yeah, but right now we don't have this goal, but our goal is to increase the active installs from India. Next, how we can contribute here? We can promote Nightly at events, ideally like non-Mozilla events, where talk with developer and contributors from the other community, share about Nightly and how it will benefit them. Share about new features which come fast in Nightly, then social media as blogs and tweets, etc. Sorry. Next thing, you can translate the interesting technical articles and promote them, and you can do the QA things. Yes, you can found some bug in Nightly, just discuss with the other contributors and verify it, update it if it's really produced in your machine or something, and then you can verify bugs which are already reported, and this is where you can contribute Nightly as an active contributor. So main mission behind this campaign is to build the Nightly user, and that's why we have some goals. We will discuss it, but before that, I want to share you the goals of this initiative is like 1,000 Nightly browser should be installed. It is our goal when we are actually running this campaign in the offline and online. We want like 1,000 Nightly browsers should be installed. It would be a great achievement for us. Next, we need 20 plus new active contributors. The active contributors is means who are using daily Nightly browser for their purpose, for their internet surfing purpose, where if they found some problem, they will just file the bug, like what the problem they are facing, and they would be the bug hunters. Every day we may have some new features, so they can just use those features. If they face any problem, they will bug. So we need the bug hunters, and sharing emerging features in social media. We need your blog when you are actually organizing the campaign, and that's it. So before we'll have two more topics is bug filing and bugzilla, then bug pricing, then we'll have how to create fresh profile for testing in Nightly. Then also we'll have like how to use Nightly tools, and those will be taken by FIMA. So it will be not now, because I have something more to tell you regarding events and all. So just one more thing I just forget to tell you. It's like you can use the Nightly and release browser and the Aurora browser at a time. It will not be a problem. And um, and just I I will just tell you like use this browser at least once a day. If it's not possible by you for every time, just use at least once a day, and always try, if possible then try to use in every time, so that we will improve this Firefox uh, in very nice way. So next thing is like some points regarding events and all. Just I'm opening. So here is our here is our great wiki resource. You can see here is our great wiki resource where we are just adding information. Here you can find all those things. The main point of this, the main motto of this campaign is like we need strong technical community, because we need the tech savvy people who will take the risk, will take the risk to use the Firefox Nightly, because sometime it might be crashed. So we have to use the software without any warranty. Okay, so that is something very exciting here, and I will request you to use it, test it, and file the bug, so our campaign will be successful, as well as we will get you as a core active contributor. That's it. Next thing is the duration of this campaign will be 2 months, and who will join us? We invite students, community member, developer, open source evangelist, anyone to run this campaign. It will not be a problem. Then get involved. Here I already told you there will be online campaign and the offline campaign. In the online campaign, you can be part of telling and inviting friends, create the event in the social media, writing about Facebook, writing about it on Facebook and Twitter, posting updates on social media, like when the event is running. I mean, when you are just organizing the event, just share the post with the hashtag, so that we will get your post, we will know about your event. And next thing is blog posting. So in after every successful event, you would send us a blog where you will write down all the details. It should not be very big, but it should be to the point, so that we'll find some great information from there. And next thing is offline. In offline, many things can be discussed. You can start with introduction to Mozilla, then introduction to Firefox Nightly. I just already told you about some news regarding Nightly. You can take it, and we will share you all the resource later where you can just make your own slide. Then the release cycle details and why we need Firefox Nightly user, and then showing various stats regarding Firefox. Then there will be the install phase where you will install the Nightly on the participants PC. Maybe like uh, you don't need the internet. If there is no internet, just download the Nightly browser beforehand and use it in the event. So so internet is not necessary. Then web compat on Firefox Nightly, this is very important. So you can run the website for your daily purposes in the Nightly, and you can see if you face any problem, just file the bug. And next is like how they can contribute in Nightly. Just show them like the Q and promotion. We will tell you those in later section of this meeting. And next thing is the swag distribution. Next, in event location. In the event location, can use startup company, school, university, community center, home and cafe. Anywhere you can organize. Next, the audience level, that is very much important thing. There should be the power user. I already mentioned it earlier. In the technical students, people that were not afraid to installing and pre-release software, not necessary computer scientists, but the people with very good computer skills that don't need support, like the people who don't need support here. I already told you the goal of this metrics, sorry, the initiative, and there is some other metrics also. We will take it after the campaign. The number of participants will contribute in the Firefox Nightly after event. Number of people switch back to Firefox Nightly from other browser. Outreach of Firefox Nightly, then social media impression, and number of bug filed in QA. Then obviously the number of blogs generated. The activity format, this is very simple. The goal is to install the Firefox Nightly in the participant's PC, show the features of Nightly, discuss how to set up telemetry and test profile, file bugs and crashes, Moz regression, then web compat and etc. Then put an event team together. The next should be like put an event team together, choose a date and secure venue, set up a event on the REST portal. This is very much important because if you do not create in the REST portal, then we might uh, we might not give you the swag and budget because we are processing those through the ref system. So we need you to create those in the reps portal. If you are not rep, it's not a problem. You can ask your nearby people to nearby the reps people to create the event in the reps portal, or maybe you can ask the people who you know. I mean, those are the reps, so you can ask them also to create the reps portal, the reps event, and just filing the bugs on behalf of you. Please make sure hashtag should be hash in uses Firefox Nightly. This is very much important. Otherwise, we can't find you. We can't track you. I mean, the track you means like track your events, not you track your events, because we need to know how your event is going on. Next, for the duration, we recommend half day or full evening event with minimum 5 to 15 attendees. Next, like event flow, so introduction to Mozilla part will be like 5 minutes. Then what is Firefox Nightly? Just 5 minutes. Then why we would contribute to Nightly? Just 5 10 minutes. Then set yourself with Firefox Nightly latest version. You just download. You should have the downloaded version, and you will just install, and you will also distribute people. Next, sharing the communication channel for Nightly. That is very much important because you may not have all questions, so that people they are interested, they can directly join to the IRC channel where they can ask the quick question and they will get the answer. So it will be easy to for you to run the event. Next, installing Nightly on the participant PC. For no internet or slow internet connection, Nightly application would be shared through pen drive or other medium. That is, I already mentioned earlier. Then install the Nightly tools. Here is the link. Just use it before the event and check whether you are comfortable or not. Next, showing interesting tools in the Nightly. This is just 20 minutes. Then participants will explore and test the Nightly. Then ask question. Then how to file bugs in Bugzilla. How to file the bug in Bugzilla for Nightly issue. That would be not more than 10 minutes. Then filing web compat issue with Firefox Nightly. Just tell them to run like local sites in the Firefox Nightly. Then demonstration of the other ways to contribution. I already showed earlier, like what are the other ways to contribution here. Next, filing bugs if participants finds during the event. And next is swag distribution and group photo. So we'll have one channel, Telegram channel, where you can ask us question, and we will have like experts like who are using nightly a long time. They can help you. So that's the main thing. And next part is like swag request and budget request. So any rep can file the swag. For non-rep, he or she has to find any rep near about him or her, and they should contact code team for extreme case for requesting swag. Next, after filing the swag request, rep has to CC my email address that is written here. Then campaign owner will mark the bug special for putting this in whiteboard so that reps team will not reps team will ignore it because this is our special campaign, so we will handle it. And for every event one swag pack would be shipped, and one swag pack would be consist of stickers, flyers and t-shirt. For getting swag pack, event organizer has to create the event agenda and goal. We would just review that, and after the event organizers should post blog and event peak with detailed report of events and post metrics. Then code team will count those metrics from there because that is important for us. And next is budget request. For budget request, any rep can file the budget. For non-rep, same thing. He or she has to find any rep near about him. Next thing is after file the budget, we have to CC my email address brnd00 at the rate gmail.com, so that again we will put it or make it as a special request. For every event we will give 1500 INR, and this is fixed, and this cost will be used for the refreshment, food and snacks. More than that would not be reimbursed. So keep in mind that case. And for getting budget, event organizer has to create the agenda and goal. After event organizer has to post the blog and event peak with detailed reports of event post metrics. And after submitting the report, then only we will reimbursement will be done, and it will take just 7 days. Next thing is event resource. There is the campaign logo, reps event page for campaign, then the slide also. There is communication channel. I already told the Telegram group. Here you can ask us any question you have. Then pre-campaign blog post. There is Mozilla. There's there's one guest blog post in Mozilla Nightly blog. Then I have written also one blog post. Here is Mozilla India contributor Subhashi Chatterjee also wrote one blog post, and there is also Mozilla India discourse. Anywhere, if you have any question, you can ask. So that's it for the community regarding things. And then I would like to ask Faima to speak more about the technical things. Faima, can you start? Faima, can you start? Faima, are you available?
Hi all. So I'm
Are you
Faima. I'm
available?
going to start with
Okay.
giving some technical demos on filing a bug in Nightly. So many of the Nightly users, right? So we are going to file. Yeah, we are going to file a bug or triage a bug, and then what are the tools are available in Nightly for the developers to make the users more comfortable. I'm going to share my slide. Just wait a minute. So before which this is nightly. So one whatever browsers you might use, you have to start create a new profile in your browser. By creating a new profile in your browser, so that you can use your browsers according to your preference and whatever systems you might use. So that you can log in with your new profile and then you can use it in your personal PC or in some other uh, in office or some other place. So I'm going to show a demo on uh, how to create a new profile. So if you download a nightly, start creating a new profile. So I'm just clicking on new profile. Uh, Actually, I have um, so actually, I have an own profile in my nightly, so that if you click on create a new profile, you can use an email ID and you can able to create a new profile. By this clicking a new profile, if you set up a bookmark or a history and in nightly, so that particular sites can be in your bookmark and which can be uh, accessible in some other computers if you're using a nightly. So after that, I'm going to show a demo on how to triage a bug. So if you nightly, if nightly you have to file some bugs, it is a developer version. So that every 15 days for 15 days, uh, for 15 days, for 15 days, there will be a new update will be updated in your nightly. It will be not available in beta Aurora. So after you create a new profile, you just check for whether your browser is up to date to file some bugs. So if you found some bugs in some compatibility issues in your nightly browsers, we can with the developers or contributors can able to help those developers uh, to solve such problems. So I'm going to first going to update my browser. So it's my browser is updating, and then how to triage a bug. So that so to triage a bug, I'm just choosing one bug. So that what if you open your Bugzilla account with the bug list, you just have to search for user details. Every time if a contributor or developer files some bugs, there will be some steps to reproduce such bugs. So here find the step to reproduce. So here the entire journey search in a link which is not working properly. The actual result, what the developers have experienced this result showed was only for journey of 5 hours, and an expected result is should have shown options for rail and underground. So that it's a site, and I'm going to copy this site and so as per that bug, I'm just opening that file. I'm going to try to reproduce that bugs. The triaging is actually means there are some components will be missing to reproduce a bug. If some bugs have been filed, we have to check whether it's properly working on our systems or only that particular OS is working or not. So that after that, and then we have to check for whether the developers given all the details about which time it's whether in a private mode or in a common mode, it's if the bug has happened or when it get crashes your systems due to the site, uh, and then whether your bug is an updated version or in an unupdated version, and which type of a version it will be, so that if all information should be given properly, then if, other developers and apart from the country can able to rectify that bug and to find solution for this, so that the nightly users can be really benefited if such bugs will be solved. So the link is open. So I'm going to check whether the given bug is the given bug is look at the status of the bug. The bug has been resolved. So we have to check whether the bug is resolved or not. So if we have such problems in that site, we can able to reopen that bug which is already resolved. So I'm going to choose some places and then to so I'm going to plan my journey. So what's the bug is showing is it's only for 5 hours. Apart from the 5 hours, the bug is it's not working properly. It shows only the arrangements only applicable for the buses, not for the railways or for some ship traveling or some other way. So here the another users have given some information that he just tried with some places, so he's getting some only the walkable distance of some areas. So not he is getting with apart from 5 kilometers, etc. So here it's showing that you can able to travel with bus and cycle some other options. Even so, it's I'm going to check with railways and then I'm going to update my journey. So it's showing only such it's only on a bus and cycle, and it's a nearby distance, and it showing properly. But but, uh, the contributor who have filed this bug is it's failed to show such issues. And I'm going to check with some other places. So I'm going to copy paste this. So it's fetching some results. So in my nightly browser, it fails to show that some underground options and like that, so that we can ask the ask something ask whether it's working or not, and then if it happens in a safe mode or in some other mode. So I'm just going to we can able to comment it if some other components is missing or not, and in triaging we can able to check whether the bug is a duplicate bug or not. So that the issue is like failing to display certain pop-ups. Okay, so that we can in search we can type the same issue in some other way. If anything related to this bug appears, then it's a duplicate bug. So some new contributors have no idea about this Bugzilla. So such contributors would it will fail. They will do not check whether the issues have been already filed or not. Then they will just file it, so that the developers might fail difficult. So we the contributors can able to check if any default bugs appears, we can able to mark as the it's as a duplicate. So that bug will be just removed from that list. So I'm going to check with others. The issue is it's not. Uh, so I'm just searching with that bug. Look at this only that only one status of the bug is showing, so it's not an default or duplicate bug. So that yes, this is the only bug which is already fine. If something is a duplicate bug, we can able to mark it as a duplicate one. So it's not a duplicate bug. If it's a duplicate bug, in a comment section you can able to mark it as duplicate. So here we're getting an option that mark as duplicate. So if we mark as a duplicate, we have to we have to check whether which bug ID is a duplicate of this copy, so that we easily updated this one, so that this bug will be removed from that list, and only that main bug which is already been filed will be taken into the account. The next I'm going to show up on how to file a bug. So I have already chosen one site. This is it's a video site, and in the site we are going to check whether it's working properly or not. This site is using some web alpha. It's using some web alpha from our browser. So depending on the browser, this site will work. So here they are saying that click and drag the videos to show you CSS filters and update the background. To swap between images and videos, and click select some weird background color. So I'm just if I change this color, this background have to change. So I'm just giving some colors, and I'm going to have some checking some checking. So look at this site. The site is not working properly. Actually, this gray background have to change into the blue color, and this guy have to do some movements as like this guy. So these are some words, and this particular alpha is not that web alpha from our browser is not working with this Firefox and rendering with Nightly. Uh, and then if you right click on this, you'll be getting some options like show control speed. So it's already it's not inaccessible. So I'm just answering the loop and just going with. So look at this, it's not working out properly. So I'm going to file this bug. So I'm going to Bugzilla account, and I'm going to file this issue. Click if you open the bug in the home page, you'll be getting some options like filing a bug. So I'm going to enter a bug. So it happens only in Firefox Nightly in my PC. So you can look for what type of a product is getting this bug, and I'm going to enter a bug. So it happens in Firefox. So After while we're entering a bug, we have to give some summary about that issue in a line. The users can make a look of it. So I'm going to say as the web alpha fails to work with so web alpha options are failed to work with nightly. So I'm going to check whether there are some similar issues which has already been filed here. So if I click on some similar IDs, there are some few bugs will be listed here. You just check for it, check for those bugs whether the same issues have been filed by some other part. Then we have to go for such that bug ID and we have to solve this problem. So here we have some few bugs like alpha, and it's this is the components, and our components is it's problem in our core. It's a product and core. Yeah, yeah. Look at this intermediate WebM video and WebM.html images comparison maximum differences. So this is a problem. So already some people have already filed this bug. So I'll show some demo on how to file a bug, but this is not a bug. We have to file as it is already have been filed here. So if a bug is not listed here, click on my issues is not listed here, and then you can give some summary on how to step to reproduce. So I just say that I went to the site and then I click on some background color, I change the background color, and then that the background is not changed, and then I click on that those passing the videos and some options is not accessible in a nightly. So those steps you have to file in this you have to enter in this so that some other users who find this bug ID who want to reproduce, they can read this your step to reproduce so that they can find it easy to reproduce that bugs. And this is the option you can show your actual result. The actual result is the background is not rendering properly, and it's a completely white background. Then the background of the dancing video is not changing. So these are some actual issues you are facing in your nightly, and then you have to list it in this box. And the expected result is that you have to show, have to change its color, and you have to be able to pass or stop those videos, or you can able to show that actually this if you make the same if you check with the same site when Chrome. If you check the same site in Chrome, there are some background colors, and then it should load up. Just wait, and it's completely white background in your nightly. So the nightly fails to render this type of an options. So this is the one main part that nightly wants to make the Firefox users in India to be very useful for this product and for the developers. Just wait, it's loading. And here we can attach a browser, so we can able to take some screenshots, and we can get some attachment like patches. We can create some patches on some HTML files uh, to this file, and then if you submit a bug, this bug will be getting filed, and then it will be assigned as a new bug. So if it's a new bug, and then some test days and some tests will be organized, and so that the other country people who are contributors of this nightly will use this step to reproduce on all these results, and they'll be using their browsers, and they have to check this it's whether it's trending or not in their tools. Works, or if it's not works, the developers will help us to solve this such problems. Yes, Chrome is also failed to render properly, but some of the options which is also not rendered here too, and so it's already been failed in the Firefox. Actually the Chrome is actually rendering this background color itself, but the Firefox fails to that problem. So we can able to reduce the steps in the Mozilla. So if you submit a bug and then the bug will be filed and it will be helping the bug. So this video channel is fails to reproduce. And the actually the and one more important thing I have to share here, and then the Firefox Nightly 54th version and does not contain some options in the browsers, and Firefox 55, the latest two versions have listed some of the options in the open menu. Look at this report site issues. So it's this is the add-ons to go for the web compatibility issues. It will be enabled only if some links is open. If we if this option is new only for the Firefox 55, you cannot found it in a Firefox 54 and there's things. So you the nightly users have to share it as a quit, and then you have found some new options in your nightly, and this is really useful for you. And then just click on my home button. It's just a home page, and if I use the same, that report site issue is not enabled. So it's really a wonderful developer tool for for the developers in Nightly. So if I'm going with some other site, I'm using such report file issues, the web compile site will start to open, and we can able to report an issue. So here one more good thing is uh, the site will automatically copy this link without we are entering this link here. So the look at this, your browser is 55, and then these links will be automatically be entered in that, and then we can able to report such issues here, and then some can attach some screenshot. So look at this. I didn't do anything here, and then in web compact our URL is already be copied as we click. You use that options only from this site, right? So this site is just copy here, and then we can give us some issues on here, but it's not for the browser issues. This is only for the site issues. Some login options or some site will be fail to render, some text will be not visible, or some layout will be fail. So such compatibility issues are here to file in the web compact, and the Mozilla is to file some issues on the browser itself. And any doubts?
Hey, Faima. So, are you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, look at this in Chrome.
Hey, Faima, can you show the nightly tools?
Um, yeah, just a minute. So these are some nightly tools.
We'll have just 10 minutes, so wrap it up.
Um,
Just show the nightly tools in Firefox Nightly so that it will be easier to check. So there is a nightly tools. I already told about that. So I'm just going to sh- give you some more understanding on this. So in the event format, you can see here there is a install nightly tools, and this is one add-on. After installing this add-on, you will see here the nightly tester tool, and this will help you to get the build id, then list of add extension into text box, then copy about support to pastebin. I mean, those are the very important things you need when you are going to file the bug regarding nicely. And there is you can also take the screenshot, and there is one option crash me. These are the thing you could use for your testing purpose. And there is the nightly resource where you will get some links, which is very important. And there is also the your crashes. If you click here, then you will get the all crashes, and these are all the unsubmitted and these are all the submitted. So these crashes reports will be sent to the Mozilla so that they can find like what issue you have faced, and then contributor and Mozilla employee will work together to get it solved. So those are the very basic things here. Other than that, um, I think it's enough for now, but still we have time. So if you have any question, you can ask us. We will give you. Uh, we'll have the Etherpad also. There also you can ask the question. But if you don't have question right now, it's okay. You can question us after this meeting. You can ask us in the Telegram channel where we always live. Otherwise, if you need any more help, you can join the IRC nightly channel where you can also get some information. Okay, next, don't forget to download Firefox Nightly, just nightly.mozilla.org, and from there you can download the nightly browser. So I'll suggest you all to download the nightly browser from now and start on and just start the using it and check whether you love it or not. I hope it would be great journey, and thanks for everyone who join us. Okay, so I think we don't have any question. I guess there is question like when campaign will be started. As of now, the time is yes, the first May or June 30, but still we are working on it. Very soon we will just disclose this thing. We will have the blog post. Also, if you need the information, please follow the social media channel for Mozilla India. The Mozilla, basically the Mozilla India Twitter page and Mozilla India Facebook page. Please follow those, and also you can follow the Facebook group, also the discourse topic and the mailing list. We will share the information in all channel. Also, can I create online event on Hangout? Would it be counted? Yes, it would be counted. But if you need the swag and budget, you need the refs event page. That is very much important. If you don't need budget and swag, then you can use the that event link. We will just count it, no problem. But if you need it, then you have to go with this way. Can I start a club in the city or some region to avoid this. Yes, you can do those things. You will just let us know how you will going to do those things. Please let us know so that we will help you with more information. Okay, any more questions we have? I hope like this session will be very interesting and you can follow it also later. And thanks Faima to join us and giving like this wonderful technical session on this, and this is very much grateful. I mean, really it's lot of interesting stuff she shared, and it's really helpful for the new contributor who don't know anything for nightly. Maybe they will get it handy for their events also. So we are not leaving. We will be stay with you. You can ask us question. We'll be available anytime. Just ask us in the Telegram, in Facebook, social media. No problem. We will be glad to reply that. We'll have some expert, and they will definitely help you. So that's it. From now, we don't have any questions. So okay, next one thing. It is not mandatory to have the club to do this event. You can share with your. Yes. Okay, so I think we don't have any more questions. So we are just uh, going to stop our broadcast. So again, thanks to Faima to join us and the other people who run this campaign successfully. Basically, Chandan who helped us with the social media things. Then Vishwabhushat who helps us with the creating like the slides and just promoting this in with the other things, and others who helped a lot. So thanks all. Yeah. Okay. One more thing. We don't have the uh, right date about this campaign. So it will be started on uh, 1st May. So very soon. I mean, within 2 3 days, we'll have the information and we will share. So please keep in touch. Follow the social media channels so that you will be get notified. And yes, start planning on the event. And when we release the information, just creating the event page and asking for swag so that you will do the events on the right time. So for swag, after requesting it, we will take just 1 to 2 days to ship it, because we will do at our best to send it those on the right time. So you will not face any problem. But please do start on your planning the event, and let us know like how we can help you to make a great event. Okay, that's it. Okay, so I'm just going to stop the broadcast. Thank you everyone for joining with us. Bye bye.